Right, good evening everyone, welcome back to the channel, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're all doing well wherever you happen to be in the world right now. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, dropping a like on the video to get me out to a wider audience, and any comments or questions that you may have, please feel free to leave them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I'm going to talk about drip again today. I'm sort of getting bored of making these videos, but then I watch other people that make videos about drip, and they're continually talking about this upcoming utility, so they must find it quite repetitive, getting their message across. So I see no reason why I shouldn't continue to try to convey my message in some way. My videos, I don't class them as FUD, it's just me considering what's actually going on with the project and promises, broken promises and whatnot. So what's been going on? Basically, there was 2 weeks ago, I think it was nearly, that he did the Shark, that is, did an AMA or a voice chat with Driptopian, where he was saying that Drip Drop Draw was pretty much ready to go and it's going to be launched on the market soon and whatnot. So like I said, that was 2 weeks ago. Still nothing's transpired, and we're in a situation where price continues to decline. If nothing happens, I would predict that the price will be back down at 26 cents within a couple of weeks, because all the hopium, or whatever you want to call it, is starting to go. The trust is coming out of the project. I was just on my faucet. You can see I've just compounded. I'm continuing to compound. I will continue to do so regardless. But I'm going to be open and honest with my thoughts on the project going forward. So we've got a continual price decline. You get these little mini pumps, whether you get these voice chats and promises of things coming into the project, upcoming utility, people buy into that, and you get the little sort of pre-AMA or pre-voice chat pumps, like here and here. Nothing comes of it, and then price just drops back down again, and it's happening again. So you got an example here on the 22nd of March, or around that time, there was talk of an AMA on a Friday or a voice chat on a Friday. Price pumped up. Drip Drop Draw was spoken of, nothing happened, price fell down. He'd done the AMA voice chat with Driptopian. Nothing's come of it since then, yet prices continue to decline. So yeah, we're in a downward trajectory. We're making lower highs, lower lows. We're going to make another lower low shortly. So things are looking absolutely horrendous chart-wise at the moment. There's no divergences across the MACD, so nothing to be overly concerned about there. But if you're just looking at the candlesticks in a rudimentary fashion and moving averages, we're below both the 50 and the 100 on the daily, so it doesn't paint a pretty picture. And if we do carry on this current trajectory, I do see us at 26 cents again, pretty much within a couple of weeks or so, unless something's launched onto the market soon. So yeah, onto the other drip channels. There are some people, I don't name names because I don't want to besmirch anyone or say anything bad about people, but there's some people that have been fairly dedicated to this project, and they've even launched their own projects, community-based initiatives to drive the price of this project up. They're that dedicated to it. But even some of them are starting to say, look, what's going on, mate? This is starting to take a little bit longer than you said. When is this going to happen? When is the time? So questions are being asked, even of the completely single-minded, myopic investors in this project, the people that have almost tunnel vision when it comes to the project. They're starting to say, look, this is starting to get a bit, you really need to start being open and honest with what's going on. I'm going to come to a post that I found on CoinMarketCap shortly, which is actually quite shocking when you get to it. So there's that. Some of the YouTubers starting to question it. They were talking about, I remember when in the early days of drip, they were saying that drip didn't matter if it was a bull market or a bear market, because drip did reach its all-time highs during like the peak of the bear market. So they said bull market, bear market, it doesn't matter, because drip was mooning during a bear market. Now people are starting to say, other influencers, is you need to realise we're in a bear market. That's why the price of drip's down. Nothing to do with the shark and his lack of ability to keep a promise. They're blaming the bear market, so they're sort of moving the goalposts as to what the rationale as to why the price is down and the project appears to be heading south. So yeah, they started to use that as an excuse. So there's been so many utilities promised. I'm going to go over more again. I've mentioned them a million times. People talking about them in all their videos. So the new UI, fiat on and off ramp, scratchies. I'll show you something in a minute where he said the shark, that was ready to go, and that was almost a year ago on the 24th of April 2022, he said that it was ready to go. So that's nearly a year ago. So the man was, I'm openly saying that the man's a liar. He was lying in that instance, because if something was ready a year ago, then why in God's name isn't it launched by now? Drip drop draw, it's got into his hands. Should never have got into his hands, because now that's been delayed. I watched a video with someone that says he doesn't support community-based initiatives. He only supports projects that the shark's involved in. I suggest he rethinks that strategy, because once the shark gets his hands on these things, they tend to be delayed for God knows how long. So I'll go to the cryptocurrency market just to see how things are looking. We're down 2.85% today. Market cap of $1.19 trillion. 24-hour trading volume of $54 billion. Bitcoin dominance is down slightly. It's at 46%. We've dropped below $30,000. It's everything's down today, which personally I don't mind. This is the sort of time I like to buy. If you've got like a double-digit red day, which I could say we're down like 10% across the board, or on a project that I'm interested in, like Solana, it's down 11% this week, and I'm investing heavily in Solana because it's something I believe in, and I'm prepared to put risk capital into that. So I'll, buy a couple of £100 worth of Solana today. So that's something I'll do when I finish this video. Other projects that I'm investing in, like HBAR. That was sitting at number 34, it's up to 33, that's down 7% today, so I'll probably wait for that to go to 0.05 before I edge back into that. But there are opportunities to be taken in this market, but I'm going down a completely different route, and I do apologise for that. So moving on to this thing I read on the drip page on CoinMarketCap, you can see it's on 25,000 watch list, so people are aware of this project. All of this data is unconfirmed, because it's just purely is self-reported. It's not been confirmed by anyone, the circulating supply, because they continue to mint drip. So market cap unconfirmed, diluted market cap, volume all completely unconfirmed. You can see that the project's falling down. Now there's this guy Stacker. I'll read his post out. He's saying he's bearish on the project, and it's hard to disagree with anything he said. Drip, I've been waiting for something to be released after Animal Farm for so long, I forgot all the utilities that were promised. Mort had to remind me what the balls are waiting for. Anyway, look at the top of the screenshot. Forex Shark said scratch cards were almost done last April the 24th, and they're still not out. That's a good way to lose trust, make fudders, and earn the reputation of a scammer. If this behaviour is strategic, he should come out like a real leader to tell the community that he's waiting for the right time to launch in a bull market. Since that hasn't happened, he seems to be interested in nothing except milking investors for their money without releasing any utilities for drip. Now, I'm inclined to agree with him. I believe that he's stringing people along, leaving enough breadcrumbs for people like me. I'm prepared to lose this money, so doesn't bother me, but there are people out there that may be overinvested and have money in this project they can't afford to lose, that are sort of hoping that this could be their retirement or their life changing, and possibly it can be. That's what I mean. I want the project to succeed, but I'm going to call bullshit when I see bullshit. And this screenshot here speaks volumes as to what's been going on. So Forex Shark, look at the date, April the 24th. The Shark said scratch tickets are pretty much done. Next pre-sale raise is secure. So he's saying we're pretty much good to go. That's a year ago. So you give them out, he's saying it's almost good to go. You'd say maybe a month, 2 months at a stretch. If something's ready, then you'd expect it to be released. It's not. A year's gone and it's not happened. I don't care how bullish you are on this project, or how much you believe in this developer and think he's the most incredible person in the world. I actually find it quite amusing when people do like voice chats with him. It's like they sit there like in complete awe. It's like, almost like they're talking to someone like Beyonce Knowles or I don't know, Barack Obama or Elon Musk. You're talking to a faceless developer who is losing trust from his community, even from his biggest supporters. So like the fact that people there pretty much arse-licking the man, it staggers me, it stuns me. So I'm going off on a tangent. I continually ramble on, but so do the people that make these videos. So what else did I want to say? People comparing this with Bitcoin because we're in a bear market. You need to just keep your trap shut, because you're talking absolute bollocks when you look at you compare the Bitcoin chart. I could go to the Bitcoin chart now and show you, for example. This is drip, by the way, on the daily. That's not a pretty chart. Let's go to Bitcoin on the daily. Does that look the same sort of pattern to drip? Not to me, it doesn't. You can see why we're pulling back, though. There is a divergence between this high and this new high here, which would make sense. There was a tradable opportunity there, which I didn't take because I'm very busy at the moment with my youngest son and my other businesses and whatnot, so I can't be at the charts or at the desk all day. That's why I'm making videos in the evening at the moment. There's a lot going on in my life. I mentioned it before, my youngest son's got autism, very high functioning, but it is still quite challenging, and that occupies most of my time, and my family will always be at the forefront of my mind as opposed to cryptocurrency. But cryptocurrency is something that has opened up doors and opportunities to me, which is why I've started making this videos on this channel. It's only a tiny channel, but it gives me an opportunity to speak to something about something other than autism or problems that I'm dealing with. It's just some way for me to vent, or just, you know, to connect with people that I don't know. Sometimes speaking to people that you don't know or can't see, you know, makes you feel a bit better. It's almost like therapy in a way. Again, I'm going off on a slight tangent. So my belief is that this guy, the shark, he needs to stop doing these AMAs with his sycophants, these people who sit there nodding and going, oh yeah, we're speaking to Forex is in the house and all this bollocks. Needs to stop doing that. What he needs to do is say, look, there's a problem, this isn't ready yet, or this is ready, or just keep your mouth shut completely until you've got everything ready and you can say, I'm going to do an AMA, or I'm going to announce, or even just do a Twitter post, or put in your Telegram group, this is ready, I'm launching it on this date, a specific date, I'm going to do a little voice presentation, tell you what it's all about, tell you how it works, and then just launch it and it's good to go. And then fuck it, if it works, it works. If price goes up and it recovers and drip recovers and everyone's making a shit ton of money, then great. If it doesn't work, at least you did something. I think people would have more respect for you and more respect for the project were you to try to do something rather than just hide behind these stories about pretend meetings and all these developers that have let you down and this massive team you have. It's all starting to sound like bullshit, mate. This is me talking directly to you because I really don't believe a lot of what you're saying, and I'm not going to be, I value my integrity too much to stand here and start saying that I believe everything you say, because I don't. And someone in my comments said, oh, you're not being honest with your audience, and I said, well, he said this is a slow rug. You're not being honest with your audience. And I was like, in what way am I being disingenuous? I'm calling out flaws in a project that I'm invested in, which is the most honest thing I can do. I value my integrity, and you know, I believe everyone has a right to their opinion. I'm sharing mine, as are other people, and other people can say what they want in their comments. They can drop a like, a dislike, whatever. It's just, you know, that's the nature of YouTube. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up for there. But yeah, for the fact that he said a year ago on the 24th of April 2022 that scratchies were pretty much ready to go and they're still not out, and people aren't actually questioning, and that staggers me. And I was actually shocked when I saw that was the date. So I'm going to wrap it up for there. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. You're going to think this is FUD, but it's not. It's just I'm speaking. I believe facts. I'm saying what I say. I don't think I've said anything that's untrue, and I think it's quite right to question a project that where it appears like we're being, you know, dragged along and potentially used as exit liquidity. And we're being promised developments and utilities for a project for over a year now, and nothing's actually happening. So once again, thank you for your time. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you didn't like it, put a dislike on it. If you want to see more content like this or other video projects that I'm invested in, please consider subscribing. Drop a comment down below. Love to hear what you think. So I wish you all a wonderful evening. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Good night and bye for now.